welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? Last week, I was in charge of checking cows for my boys, and let's just say it was interesting. Like, I had to drive the four-wheeler. I haven't drove a four-wheeler since I was a kid. I swear. It's been forever. And it works just like our four-wheeler as the one I had as a kid. So that was great. You know, I didn't have to mess with trying to figure that out. But we have this gate where you hit it with the four-wheeler and then it falls over and then you drive across it, but you have to make sure you drive on the right spot. And I mean, and don't stay there because that gate will come back and smack you, you know. But then when you drive out, then you push on the gate and then it falls forward, right? Except it's on a hill. So when you come out of it, like the four-wheeler wants to you know, flip up. It's a little freaky, you know, but I did it. I checked cows. Everything was great. Maybe I could just take you on a little tour of our farm, you know, show you the chickens and the goats and the, you know, all the things. Maybe? Are you interested? If not, just skip right on past. You already know what we're doing for today. 3 things: be kind, be forgiving, be you. Let's roll this beautiful farm footage. So here is my crazy tomato plant that I've had in my house all winter. He's going outside soon. This is the first time I'm having bees in a vertical hive. I have 2 horizontal hives like this one here. I'm so excited. I just love bees. Here's my garden, which is supposed to get tilled this week, hopefully. And here is my strawberry patch. They have come up a couple times and been frozen off. As you can see, the bunnies don't like to be in the group of chickens. There's our duck. We're supposed to get more ducks, so we'll see how that goes. Because he's been lonely for a few years, and it's really sad. But yeah, watch what the bunnies did. Here's just some more of the bunnies in the chicken coop. I actually live in the chicken coop with the chickens. They must get along fine. Isn't he a cutie? He's such a cutie. And like I said, I didn't get any really good pictures of the goats. My grandson has every single one of them named, and he remembers them all. I know one is named Chicken, and then there's a chicken that's named, is it Roast? I think it's Roast. And I'm like, so we have roast chicken. And if you know, you know. Yeah, that's not one I'd want to tag, let me tell you. And here are our baby calves and their mamas. Okay, and we are finally getting to our soap today. So you might have possibly maybe down the road seen me do this soap. It's been a little while. I used to do it in my wood mold. I have gotten away from using my wood mold for soap molds simply because, you know, every time you make a soap, you have to make a freezer paper liner, and I don't have to do that with my tall skinny mold because, you know, I don't have to line it. So I do like that, right? Saves a little bit on the environment, and me folding paper all the time is not a pretty picture. So in this soap, there is kaolin clay, and there is also going to be some yummy exfoliating orange peel powder. And why orange peel powder? What does orange peel powder do in soap? It's exfoliating. It's a very nice exfoliating bar. It's so yummy. One of my favorites, because as you know, I like the exfoliating bars over the other bars, but that's just personal preference. I mean, if you wrap it in a washcloth or one of the little sisal bags, you know, any bar will be exfoliating. I usually put the orange peel in the oils and then blend it up with the kaolin clay, and this time I forgot, so I really have to work to make sure I get it all incorporated in no big chunks. The other problem I had with this is I couldn't figure out for sure why it was thickening up so fast on me. I had a few thoughts, but I think they were actually wrong. I realized this was a new bottle of fragrance oil, and in actuality, the companies can change it whenever they want, and they're not going to disclose that, oh, we made a change to this fragrance oil, you know? So that could have been my whole problem, is it's just a new bottle. I really thought it was my olive oil because when I first started, and you did the thing, and I would buy a brand at Sam's that I cannot find anymore in a big bulk container. It worked great. It was, beautiful. But when I tried the Sam's Club brand Members Mark olive oil that everybody was like, "Oh, we'll use this. This is great," I didn't like it, and it especially changed the way my liquid soaps turned out. And then I realized, it was probably mixed with rice bran because, inferior olive oil and the whole conspiracy theory there. Yeah, so I just stick to a solid Soaper's Choice, either their grade A or the extra virgin olive oil, which will change your soap batter color a little bit because it is more green. But that's okay. Not a big deal. Okay, so for these colors, enough olive oil lesson there. I have black in the big bowl. That is activated charcoal. The orange is just Sunset Orange by Brambleberry. It's orange. And a Voodoo by Mad Micahs. And Love of Sunshine from Nurture's Handmade. Look at that. I hit almost everybody that I buy from. I didn't get, nope. I was going to say the charcoal, activated charcoal. Nope, that's not from, nope. But I hit a lot of them. But anyway, this did set up faster than normal. It makes a beautiful drop swirl pour, and I've never had it to where it's set up to where I was frustrated with it, and this time it did. So, but yeah, see how it's barely drop swirl, and usually this is beautiful and fluid, and but it's okay. It's totally okay. I'm not unhappy with it at all. I love these colors. The sweet chili, the orange, and the black just gives it a great contrast. And it's so exfoliating. Activated charcoal in a higher amount is exfoliating. Is it detoxifying? It could detoxify your skin in the few seconds it's on there. It's a possibility. And when I'm soaping, sometimes you have to make that split-second decision on how you are going to move forward with the project. And I will tell you right now, as I was getting more and more frustrated with the conditions of the batter just getting so thick on me, I probably made the wrong decision here. Looking back at this, even when I make another batch, I will not be putting it in the bowl to do a slight bowl swirl. That's a bad decision. I've had a lot of really bad ideas lately, but this was not the best idea either, just because of it looks like mud. Like, look at the top, it looks like mud. And then I took a hanger to it because I was like, it's so thick. Not that the hanger ever causes problems, it doesn't. It just helps you, makes a few more swirls. And then I swirled the top, which was perfectly chunky, and I put this in the oven to sea pop it. Now, to the cut. Look at that beautiful solid soap. Hello, Dolly. Beautiful. Yeah. And then we're going to cut it open, and voila. Yeah, see, the top has a lot of the darker colors on it, but still really pretty. Yeah, I don't know what that is. The back looked a little weird. Sometimes I think it just gets too hot, you know. But look at those. Very, very pretty. So, what is your favorite farm animal? Do you have a favorite farm animal? I know I didn't get any good pictures of the goats jumping on themselves and then jumping on mom. I guess they're like really springy, but when I'm down there, they're never messing around that much, which is kind of disappointing. And I didn't get any pictures of the baby calves monkeying around. That is probably my favorite. Probably. My bees are my favorite. Absolutely. Just got those put in the hive this weekend, which was great. I was so excited. My husband thought he was going to be a smarty, and that backfired on him. So the first hive we put the queen in, that could have been bad. Could have ended it badly, but it didn't. Yeah, but the bees are my favorite, but the baby calves bouncing around in the pasture when they chase each other and run around or butt heads, that is probably my second favorite. Because technically bees aren't animals, but yeah, the chickens I just tolerate because, well, they give me eggs. So, and the bunnies, I don't know, they're just fuzzy and they're always up to no good. So I don't know what we're doing with them. And yeah, I don't know. That's just how it goes. I'm just fixing a hole there. That's how easy it is to fix a hole. Voila! But yeah, what do you think of these bars? They are so cute. I wish you could smell them. They smell heavenly. They're so good. Really good. It actually makes a really yummy lotion too, just if you have the fragrance oil and you need something to do with it. Here are the fragrance notes to these yummy bars. Here are the bars right after I cut them. And here are the bars when they are totally cured. As always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by, and I will see you next time. And God bless.